So just wanted to talk about this really briefly. All my life, I never knew my real father, right? I never knew my real father. Didn't meet him until I was about 16. I think I was first starting my internship with Mona Scott Young and Chris Lighty when I met my real father. I was 16, right? 16, about to turn 17, I believe. And all my life, my real father was my stepfather. Um, Never met my real dad until I was 16, like I said. Never met him in person until I was 16. Never even heard him, spoke to him, nothing until I was 16, literally. So and then I had a gap. So when I met him when I was 16, didn't really see him again until maybe I was like 21, and then I never saw him again. I just spoke to him again recently, like maybe 2 weeks ago. We got back in touch. And he was telling me the story about how him and my mom met and how he never really wanted to be with her. Like he never wanted to be with her. She pursued him. She kind of chased him down. That's the story. Like she kind of chased him down. Okay? This is the story I'm getting from numerous people, not just him, from other people as well that were around back in the 80s that know that she pursued him. He didn't want her. That wasn't his type. He wanted something else. That was not it. Bear with me here with the story. I'm not trying to listen, okay? So this makes total sense. So when my mom had my older brother, we're like Irish twins. He's like maybe 9 months older than me. I'm 37. He's about to turn 39. Yeah. So we're like Irish twins. So when they met, they had my brother, and then I came right afterwards. They both didn't want me. They both apparently didn't want to have me. That's the story as well. So they basically were karmics to each other. They were karmic partners. They both didn't want each other. They both had a kid, whatever. So, and people who are watching probably like, oh, that's not true. This is what really happened. Listen, nigga, nobody wanted to tell me the fucking story, so people had to tell me themselves. So this is the story that I know, the story that I'm going with, okay? Which makes total sense of how she treated me when I was growing up. My mom treated me like she did not want me. My mom treated me like I was a redheaded stepchild. And it makes total sense to this story that I'm hearing from multiple people. And not only from my dad's side. Someone else told me this story too. That's on her side. So this makes total sense. My mom treated me like shit. And people are like, oh no, she didn't. Y'all didn't live with her. Y'all did not live in the house with my mother. Okay? So all y'all who be like, oh my God, you're talking about your mother. Mind your fucking business, okay? Y'all did not live in that fucking house. Y'all did not know how I was treated. So all of y'all can go fly fucking kites together on a roof and jump off together. Because none of y'all know. Okay? None of y'all know. Okay? And the ones that do know, shame on y'all. Shame on y'all for knowing how she treated me. Shame on y'all. Because a lot of y'all did know, but shame on y'all. Okay? So my mom treated my older brother way better than she treated me. She treated me like the bottom of her shoe, and she treated my older brother like he was the fucking golden child. And trust me, he ain't the fucking golden child, okay? On paper, he's the golden child. Even on that now, he ain't the fucking golden child. Okay? So what he told me was that my dad told me this story as well. He told me that he didn't want my mom. And this is part of the story too. When she got pregnant with me, he believed, and other people believed too, that I was her first boyfriend's kid, Monkey, from the project. They thought that I was his kid. That's the story as well. Then when I came out looking, brown, but looking like my mother, they kind of believed that too. But then after a while, I probably started looking like, the merchant side of my family. So, good Lord. But this just explains this just makes sense to how she treated me. My mom really did not treat me good. My mom used to purposely treat me a certain type of way, always on punishment for no really big reason. Just neglected, emotionally, always getting beatings for no reason. Just like no kid deserves beatings. They go to school and fucking can't even sit down. No kid deserves that. Like I went to school and I couldn't even sit down. Okay, A lot of times. I remember one particular time I went to school and they saw the marks on me and they called home. Yes, I remember. I don't know what she told them to cover that story up, but DCF never came to our house. Um, Whatever it's called. I don't know what the fucking shit it's called. Um, what also I want to say is that, sorry, that's alert. That I always felt like I did something wrong. Like I always felt like I did something wrong. Even as a kid, like 5, 6, 7, 8, like I was the problem. I did something wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. My mom just had so much resentment against my father because he didn't want her anymore, and she was pregnant with me, and she wanted to get she wanted to get the A word. I can't say that on YouTube. She wanted to get the A word. You know what I'm talking about? And I think she kind of lied to people and said that he R'd her. Put that together too. Y'all are smart. And I read it in the letter when I was a kid that she wrote to him while he was in jail. No, he wrote her letter while he was in jail saying that it was not R, it was consensual. I remember reading that letter when I was a kid. I was very in tune, very spiritual, even as a kid, as I remember, and very intelligent. Okay? But it just makes total sense that that's how she treated me. Hearing that story, it makes, oh, well, that's why she treated me like that. I was thinking I was a fucking asshole the whole time. I was thinking I was a fucking problem child. I was thinking I was the bad kid, da-da-da-da. No, 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 no. I was not protected as a kid. That's why I was molested as a kid. That's why I acted out sexually as a young kid, because I was touched and not watched and protected. She did not protect me. I'm going to leave it there. She did not molest me. Make that clear. My mom did not molest me. Neither did my father. He did not molest me. Someone else did. And they know who they are. And you're probably watching this. You know who you are. And then I acted out sexually as a kid. And I'll leave that there because I cannot expose or reveal anyone else because that is their story to tell. And hopefully they will, find it, their own path with that. But yeah, I cannot reveal that. So in a sense, I kind of don't feel bad anymore for the way I acted as a kid because I was probably being mistreated more than I can remember. I was probably being treated like shit more than I can actually recollect. And my memory is very good. I have a very good memory. For all the drugs I did, I have an amazing memory. I can remember a lot of stuff, okay? And that shows you that childhood trauma really sticks. So you got to be careful how you treat your children. Kids will remember stuff even when they say, I don't remember that happening. They remember. They don't want to remember. They suppressed it. They don't want to remember it. But trust me, they remember. Being that my mom and my mom's family, although witches, the dark witches, they was in my mom's family, I believe that my mom went and tried to have some sort of magic put on me as a kid. Oh, yes. That's how much she hated my father because she was pregnant with me. Yes, I believe so. There's no reason why I had so much adversity coming as a kid. My brother really didn't have any of that. Why me? Why did I have all of that? Because she wanted to have my brother. She wanted that baby. Trust me, she wanted him. Oh, yeah, she wanted him. Because she treated him so well. My brother can never say, oh, my mom treated me fucked up when I was a kid. My mom never, he can never say that. He can never say that. I would like to hear the stories he has about, the horror stories he has about my mom. He doesn't have any. I would like to hear them. I would like to hear the horror stories my older brother has concerning my mother. He doesn't have none. He can't name one horror story. None. It's the money calling. Gotta go soon. And by her doing this little magic, trying to get back at my father, it had a lifelong effect on me. Then when I, was born and they see whatever she tried to do didn't really work, she went through other avenues, like my Aunt Day and my grandmother, to do spell work on me as a kid and as an adult. Through my whole 20s and half of my damn 30s, these women have been putting spell work on me, paying people, going to people, paying practitioners, paying witch doctors and high priestesses to put work on me. Yes. Yes. This shit is real, people. All to get back at my father because she did not want me and she felt like she got stuck with me. Well, close your legs, okay? You didn't want damn kids. Close your fucking legs. But there's an anointing on my life. As you see, how long did I do meth? I'm not afraid to say that. How long did I do meth? I first tried it when I was 28. So I did it for like a good 6.5 years straight. That was black magic too. People say, oh, you just do that because you wanted to. Yeah, because of the stress, the turmoil, the non-emotional support, being treated like I was a stepchild. Let me just tell you this. My stepfather's mother treated me better than my actual grandmother. Now that's a word. She never judged me. She never mistreated me. She did what she had to do when I was acting up as a kid. Yes, appropriately. Not overtly so. My grandmother on my stepdad's side, I'm gonna call her Nana. My Nana treated me so good. She let me be myself even as a kid. Let me play with Barbie dolls. Yes. Let me play with Barbie dolls. Let me play with feminine toys. Yes, she treated me very good. Even to the point where she would like kind of warn me like, your mom and your dad about to come over. You better put them dolls away. Not being karmic like my other grandma would do. Let me keep playing with them. Let me walk in when we play with the dolls. Something my mom's mom would do. Being a total bitch that she is. I don't give a fuck. You say, your grandma's a bitch? Yes, she is. She's an evil fucking woman. Okay? So I love my stepfather's mother, my Nana. I love her. Love her. Love her. Because she never made me feel I'm not going to cry on YouTube. She never made me feel any type of way. Never. I can't say the same for my own blood. Horrible. And I feel like the only reason my stepdad kind of treated me that type of way because of the influence of my mother. And he felt pressure to be a father figure. And that's the only thing, and the only way that he knew. So I don't blame him. Not at all. I blame my mother. I was her kid. Okay? I came out of her vagina. Okay? But it's so funny. Like I always say, the people who did the spell work on me, their lives are shit. Yeah, you might have a nice house, but are you happy in your marriage? I'll wait. You might have materialistic things, and this is to anybody, not just my mother. You might have materialistic things, but are you happy? Is your soul happy? Is your soul fulfilled? Are you content with what you have? You don't try to rob, steal, and forge and lie about someone's inheritance that was meant for them when they could have helped them out in a time of despair. Do you know I was sexually assaulted? My mom never asked me how that went. Not the actual incident, but I had to go testify in court. She never asked about it. I had to write a victim impact statement. Never even asked about that. You know what she told me when I told her I was sexually assaulted? She said to me, well, I told you not to have anyone in your house. I almost died. And this is what you say to your son? I almost got killed. This man held me hostage in my own apartment for 5 hours straight. Every time I woke up, this guy was masturbating on top of me. Okay? And then she says to me, well, I told you not to have anyone in your house. No, the guy stalked me. He broke into my apartment. He stalked me. Okay? You guys have no idea the trauma that I've been through, but like I said, it all makes sense of how she treated me, because all the hate she had for my father, my biological father. She had so much hate towards him that she treated me like shit. It all boils down to that. My mom is jealous of me. My mom is jealous of me. And I know she watches all these vlogs, and she'll see this one too. You'll see this one too, Tracy. You'll see this one too. And your name is no longer Mom. Your name is Tracy. You have not earned the mother figure, the mother title role. Nor will you ever. Okay? So, anyone who has a problem with me speaking my truth, then you have a problem with yourself.